Hi, I'm Jamie Jones. I'm up in Glasgow, here to play at Pressure of the Arches. It's not a fully danceful album. It's sort of mid-tempo. Maybe it's a CD that you can put on, in your car or in an after party, and it's never full on dance floor peak moment. But there are stuff that it's maybe like a more of a warm up or an after party kind of CD. There's a few like tracks that I play, in the peak of my sets, but then my sets never really get that hard or really anything. It's sort of, it's always sort of subtle in a way. So yeah, and then there's some, it ranges. There's a few things on there just under 120 up to about 126 BPM. Um, so yeah, things that are a bit slightly disco-y, but still sort of deep, and a few things that are a bit more techy. A bit of everything really.
Dance floor. Shook. Everyone's dancing to this new club banging party floor. We rockin' planets, we the stars of the galaxy. Our record's hot, we hear it in their flying cars. Tonight sold out again at the Galactic Short Bar. Jamie Jones and the Egyptian lover Nucleus Tracks. Mesmerizing girls from Mars, cause we share like that. We rock the spot all night, but they simply dance more. So we made this track, the new jam shook the dance floor. Everyone's dancing to this new club banging party beat. We rockin' planets, we the stars of the galaxy. Our record's hot, we hear it in their flying cars. Tonight sold out again at the Galactic Sports Bar. Jamie Jones and the Egyptian lover Nucleus Tracks. Mesmerizing girls from Mars, cause we bad like that. We rock the spot all night, but they simply do more. So we made this track, the new jam shook the dance floor.
They party all through the night.
Shook.
Galactic space bar. They party all through the night. They party all through the night.
It's been a long process, mainly because I was working with a couple of people. I was working with the Egyptian Lover from LA, who's like an old school sort of electro funk sort of rapper and producer, and so I had to come. So we sort of working with people like that. You have to go back and forth a lot, and the first single was a track that I wrote a couple of years ago, really. It's got a really sort of catchy hook, and we thought we would try and get a vocal on it as well, just to sort of make it a bit more appealing, and just try and nail that. Took months and months. I'm glad it took a while, because now it's done, and the result is sort of perfect for me. But it's just things like that took a long time. But as well, I wanted to make sure, I wasn't in any rush. I didn't need to get an album out because I wasn't getting any gigs or anything. I was fine for that. So I thought, wait, do it properly, make sure it's properly, because I think there was, especially last year, there was far too many techno albums just put out for the sake of it, and they just sort of came and gone, a few good tracks on them and stuff. But I'm not saying maybe somebody will have that opinion about mine, but I certainly hope not, because I've put quite a lot of work into it and time into it. Damien. I've known Damien for a while, and you know, he's very innovative person. He's got a lot of ideas. We're completely different as DJs, but you know, I love what he does, and yeah, it's hard to put him in a box. I think that's the good thing, you know. Whenever anyone asks me what style of music you play, it's very hard for me to say it, let alone anyone else. And I think that's good because you know I could, you know, like as him as well. You know, we could play like an electro record, you know, rolling techno record, a deep house record, you know, really sort of a more soulfully deep record, anything that works really to make the party vibe good, I guess. Media try and pin you down a lot, magazines and stuff like that. But you know, I think you've just got to constantly surprise people, and that way they can't pin you down. Um, you know, it's just, you know, I play dance music for people in parties, and I make, you know, music that's, you know, a bit weird and moody, and but that's basically, you know, a form of dance music and a lot of electronic music. Um, yeah, I mean, you do need genres in a way, obviously, but on the other hand, I think now people are starting to realise that you can actually play anything in a club as long as it's good, and it'll work. Obviously, over the last few years, there's been certain genres like minimal, for example, that have sort of exploded. But you know, I've always sort of played what I think is sort of my kind of style, and never really done that. And I guess it's sort of paid off now because I'm still sort of doing a lot of work, and even though the sort of buzz of certain things have sort of faded out, so yeah, it's good.